Hey guys, Gene here from the BSP Wrestling Show, here to bring you guys my WWE Raw review for April 10th, 2017. Maybe I wouldn't call this a review per se. I'm just going to go over a few things with Raw. Raw wasn't that entertaining, to be honest. There was a few things that happened, and one specific thing, I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but the whole premise of this Raw was the beginning of the Superstar Shakeup, and it was Raw's turn to bring over some Smackdown superstars to the Raw roster and shake things up a little bit. We're going to shake things up a little bit, as Vince loves to say. So, I pretty much wrote down all the arrivals that showed up to Raw. And we have Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, The Miz and Maurice, Apollo Crews, Kalisto, Heath Slater and Rhino, Kurt Hawkins, Elias Sampson, Alexa Bliss, and Mickie James. So, Dean Ambrose showed up during the Miz's segment or whatever. And whatever, he and Miz had their whole thing. Dean winded up facing Kevin Owens in the main event in a pretty good match. After that, Jericho came out, hit a code breaker on Owens, and that's pretty much how Raw ended. Bray Wyatt popped up after Finn Balor's match with Jinder Mahal. He pretty much told him he has his eyes on him, and he said he was going to face Randy Orton at Payback, which kind of doesn't make any sense to me. That's my theme for Raw tonight. It was very, very confusing. With this Superstar Shakeup, they literally took it to heart and shook a lot of things up. So, Bray Wyatt's going to face the SmackDown World Champion at a Raw pay-per-view. They've already said that Payback is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view, but he's owed his rematch for the WWE Championship. So he's going to get that at a Raw pay-per-view. See, this is why Brock Lesnar being gone is bad for the WWE. Putting the title on him is bad enough, but the fact that he's going to be gone for most of the time isn't helping out at all. I don't see why him and Goldberg had to fight for the title. They didn't need to, especially with Brock being gone. Now they have to elevate other titles in different ways. So, what are they going to do now? Are they going to have Randy Orton on Raw? Is Randy just going to go back and forth between Raw and SmackDown? That wouldn't make any sense. Or what would be the point of the brand split to begin with? So, I don't know what they're doing here, but it looks like Bray Wyatt's probably going to go into a program with Finn Balor if Finn Balor doesn't get switched to SmackDown tomorrow, which is very possible because he doesn't really have a direction going into Payback if Bray Wyatt's facing Randy Orton. So we'll see what happens there. Miz and Maurice on Raw. I predicted it, but I'm really surprised they actually went through with it. I think they benefited more on SmackDown Live, but just like WWE, they're going to take them away from their bread and butter where they were doing awesome, and now they're totally away from John Cena. John Cena did not get transferred to Monday Night Raw, and nor did Nikki Bella. So John Cena will remain on SmackDown whenever he comes back, and if Nikki Bella decides she wants to continue her wrestling career, she will be on SmackDown as well. We got Apollo Crews, who was announced before Raw even happened, so that just tells you how they feel about him. Kalisto, Heath Slater, and Rhino, they were announced as well. Nothing special happened with them. Kurt Hawkins, what the hell happened to him? I think Big Show just knocked him out or something. Elias Sampson was being Elias Sampson. He like drifted through the damn crowd during Charlotte and Nia Jax match, and he just walked through the crowd. Like, I didn't see it at first, but once I saw like the replay on Twitter, he just walked through the crowd and he just passed by. He had his guitar on his shoulder. I didn't pay that any attention. I really didn't, but he apparently showed up. He popped back up during that 8-man tag match, clusterfuck, whatever the hell that was. Corey Graves almost blew a damn gasket because he hates Elias Sampson. He cannot stand Elias Sampson. He does not like him. Going back to NXT, he can't stand him. We get and then we also get Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Alexa Bliss came out to confront Sasha Banks and Bayley. Sasha still teasing that heel turn. It seemed like it was about to happen, but Alexa Bliss interrupted her, so we'll see what happens with them going forward. I still think Sasha's going to turn heel eventually, but she was pretty much calling out Bayley to tell her something, and she was pretty much saying I think she was trying to say her reign as the champion is over now or something, because she was coming for the title. But like I said, Alexa Bliss came out, said she's now about to run the Raw Women's Division. Mickie James came out and said her nightmare has just begun. Nia Jax ran over Mickie James and then proceeded to kill Bayley and Sasha Banks. So Nia pretty much asserted her dominance tonight. And speaking of asserting dominance, we gonna talk about Strowman. We gonna talk about him. Just give me 1 second. Also, Seth Rollins, it appears, is staying on Monday Night Raw and probably will be fighting Samoa Joe at Payback. Kurt Angle made it very clear that he wanted to keep Rollins on Raw. Dean Ambrose came over from Smackdown, Roman Reigns is on Raw, and so is Seth Rollins. I'm just going to leave it at that. They were pretty much trying to, with the Intercontinental Championship and U.S. Championship, they were trying to put over the fact that these two were the main titles. Why were they doing that? I don't know. It was just all night long. We're like, yeah, we're going to see who's the dominant champion and who's the leader of the brand. And Owens said he's the leader of Raw because he's the United States champion. And that's kind of true considering Brock Lesnar's not there with the Universal Championship. So I guess the United States Championship has to be the main title once again. So, yeah, that is whatever. I don't really care. Also, the Intercontinental Championship is on Raw. So is Kevin Owens going to go to SmackDown? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. And if they send Sami to SmackDown, I don't want Kevin Owens on SmackDown. So maybe SmackDown gets Dean Ambrose back? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to completely destroy it yet. I'm going to see what SmackDown Live does. But for now, all they have is AJ Styles and Nakamura and Randy Orton. That's pretty much all they have. They have Naomi and Becky Lynch. Yeah. Hopefully they get some big names from Raw. I'm thinking they're going to get Charlotte. I'm thinking they're going to get Dana Brooke. I'm thinking they're going to get Enzo and Cass. Maybe New Day. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll put my predictions video down in the description so you guys can go and take a look at that. By the way, that video got to 13,000 views. I just want to thank each and every one of you who ever decided to watch my video. I just want to thank you so much for that because that took me by surprise. I've never had that many views on one video. That's honestly my best video I've probably ever made on YouTube. So I want to thank you guys for that and everybody who went and watched and liked and commented. I love you. I love you guys. You guys are freaking amazing. Oh my God, I'm speechless. Like, that video was insane. I just completely watched that video grow and grow and grow. So I just appreciate everybody who went and watched that. Let's talk about the final thing I want to talk about, and then I'm going to get up out of here. Because I'm going to do a full breakdown of the Superstar Shakeup after SmackDown's over. I'll put it up on Wednesday, and we'll go over everything and grade, which brand had, the better moves or whatever they want to call it. But we got to talk about Braun Strowman. So Roman Reigns has had a sit down with Michael Cole. He said he felt like WrestleMania was his greatest victory, and he still respects The Undertaker, but he did what he had to do. He didn't know how to prepare to retire a legend, someone he respects, but he did exactly what he said he was going to do, and he's the big dog, and it's his yard now. And that's when Braun Strowman came out of nowhere and just started killing Roman Reigns. Absolutely murdering him. He was clubbing him, kicking him. He tossed him over these crates into a table, and he was just going off. This isn't even it. That's not it. He proceeded to throw him into some more things backstage. There was like this garage door. He like tossed him into that a few times. He had a running power slam onto a few of those like storage containers or whatever. And then he took one of them and smashed him into Roman Reigns. That sounds bad, right? That wasn't it. They put Roman Reigns on a stretcher. They had the ambulance people, paramedics, whatever. They put Roman Reigns on the stretcher. They get him all nice and secured and everything. This dude Strowman, after he walked away, came back and was like, I'm not done with you yet. I'm not done. He took the damn stretcher and pushed it off of what looked like the back of like a garage or something. It was like a ledge. He pushed him off the ledge onto straight concrete. It looked terrible for Reigns. It looked like it really, really hurt. This man landed on concrete while he was secured to a dang stretcher. But guess what? That's not it. That's not it. That is not it. So they get him. They put him into, they get him up, they, resecure him or whatever. They push him to the freaking ambulance. They get him in the ambulance. They get him all nice and secured in there. This man Strowman's still not done. He climbs in the ambulance, and every time he came back, I'm not done with you yet. He started punching him and shit, and then he gets out of the ambulance, slams the doors, and this man, Braun Strowman, literally picked the freaking ambulance up and turned it over on its side. Yes, he picked the damn ambulance up, put it on its side with Roman Reigns inside of the ambulance. This, I marked out for this. This is one of the freaking greatest moments I've ever seen on Monday Night Raw, at least in the past 10 years. That was freaking... Twitter exploded. Everybody went crazy. The crowd was chanting Roman deserved it. And they gave him the hey, 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 goodbye. They was doing that. The crowd freaking enjoyed the hell out of it. Man, Strowman, he made up for not winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I'm going to just throw that out there. He made up for it in one night by doing this to Roman Reigns. Holy crap. He took beating down Roman Reigns and took it to freaking Austin Aries levels. He took it to the A double level and just went off and absolutely killed Reigns. He killed him. They had to get him out of the ambulance that was turned on its side, put him in another mini ambulance, and get the hell out of there before Strowman came back and did more damage. That was freaking crazy. I don't know how this man lifted that thing up, but he freaking did it. Oh my goodness, Strowman is the freaking man. Strowman! Braun freaking Strowman, ladies and gentlemen. That was freaking incredible. But other than that, Raw was pretty lackluster. I'm just pretty much focused on what superstars are switching brands. But I knew after last week's Raw After Mania that we were pretty much going to go back to the same old, same old. But that was pretty cool. That was something different, and I appreciated that. So, with that being said, Raw gets a C tonight. It really was just an average show. I'm gonna give it a C plus just because of Strowman. That's the only reason it'll get a C plus, because of Braun Strowman. So, let me know what you guys thought of Raw. Let me know what you guys thought of freaking Braun Strowman doing that to Roman Reigns and literally killing him. They said he had like a separated shoulder and some cracked ribs and whatever else. But he pretty much killed Reigns. Let me know what you guys thought about that in the comment section. Like I said, I'll be breaking down all of the superstar shakeup once everything is done and SmackDown gets their chance to go and bring some Raw superstars over to their brand. I'll break all of that down. I will do a SmackDown Live review tomorrow as well. I'm sure the show will be pretty good, or at least better than Raw. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Go watch my predictions video if you guys still want to see what I think about what's going to happen on SmackDown. And I'll talk to you guys later on. Peace.